Hey everybody, long time no see. It's Patty. How's it going? It's going good here. It's winter and I'm sick of it. And I'm cold all the time. And I'm ready for spring. But I had to come on and talk to you guys tonight. I know it's been a couple months and I'm sorry. I have been really busy doing a lot of crafty crap and just cleaning some stuff, like organizing the house. But anyways, my living room's not that clean. There's my dog. He tears everything up. And I did pick up before I came on. But, you know, anyways, the fire's going in the wood stove. And I just came to talk to you guys tonight because it is unbelievable. Unbelievable. First of all, I just want to say that these are my opinions and my opinions only. They're not facts. They're just how I feel about Sebastian Roger's case and Summer Wells' case. Under fair use and copyright laws, I want to show you a portion of, a couple of these videos. And I'm not monetized on this channel. And if you're new here, thank you for coming. And I hope you'll subscribe. Even though I haven't been putting out much content, I'm going to try, you guys. I'm going to try to do better. But anyways, I missed everyone. I want to say that, first of all. If you missed me, leave a comment. Look at Charlie boy. Oh, he's so cute. Anyways. So, is it unbelievable to you? Because it's unbelievable to me that Katie and Chris come out and do this interview with these news stations, and they don't really say anything, and they don't really, I'm sorry, but Katie does not act sad to me. She does not act sad. These are just my opinions. But, right here, this really bugged me. A couple things bugged me, and I thought maybe we could talk about it. I'll just, go through a couple of these things, and then we'll talk. And I hope you leave your comments in my comment section. Let me know how you feel about this, because I miss all you guys, and I just want to hear what you're thinking. So anyways, Sebastian Rogers, he's still missing out of Hendersonville, Tennessee. He went missing last February. It's been a whole year. And his parents decided to come out and do a little interview with the news. Now, I just want you to watch this, and then I want to talk about it for a second.
So first, thank you both for taking the time to come talk with me. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
So here we are. So it's an entire year after Sebastian's disappearance. There's no really strong lead. There's no sighting yet. So tell me what you're feeling now. Here we are 1 year later.
I struggle to put words to how it feels, honestly. The amount of ups and downs, the amount of possible leads that haven't panned out, we every day, it's like waking up to this reality that it's actually real. And Sebastian should be home with us. He should be in school. He should be playing. He should be learning.
I hope you pay attention to this part, because in this part, Katie is shaking her head no the whole time she's saying these things. Pay attention to their body language. Pay attention to Chris over here, who is he just keeps looking at her, watching Katie. He knows, I'm telling you from his face, he knows where Sebastian is. And she knows too, I'm telling you. But let's just finish for a minute here.
Should be
Watch her shake her head no.
experiencing life. And until we can find him and until we can bring him home, we're going to keep doing everything we can to make sure that people don't forget about him. We're going to keep making sure that we spread awareness for him. And
yeah, she's saying yeah now, but
we're going to keep searching, and we're definitely going to keep praying.
You've told me you do want to stay positive. I know you both want to stay positive. That's all part of it. So, in your mind, do you see Sebastian coming back through your front door? Do you feel he's okay, he's alive, he's out there?
I dream about it every day. I dream that one day I'm going to wake up and this is going to be a nightmare. But, yes, I believe that my son is out there somewhere. I believe that
of course she
we are going
does.
to find him. We are going to bring him home.
She knows that he's out there somewhere.
And we're going to find a way to recover from this. And I'm going to watch him grow into a young man and, you know, live the life that he deserves to have.
And now she says, yeah. You know what? Katie, I was enraged, really, basically, when I seen this. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? You don't know what to say. You have a hard time thinking about what, you know, what you're feeling, what you're thinking. Really, Katie? I mean, a normal mother, I swear to God, a normal mother would be crying, freaking out, saying, you have no idea, my God, I need my son. I've been trying to find him. I don't know where he is. No, that is not her response. And this interview made me sick the way they act. I mean, the lady did a great job on the interview, but this made me sick how these people act. And then I want to talk to you about, hold on here. Okay. They had a candlelight vigil for Sebastian, which I heard was beautiful. Right here, okay? Now, when they went
Welcome back. This morning, we're shining the spotlight on the search for...
When they went to Texas Roadhouse...
Are eggs good for dogs?
Raw egg or cooked egg? It doesn't actually matter. Eggs are great for dogs, so add it. Apples are...
Hold on here.
Welcome back. This morning, we're shining...
I just want to go to this
February
part.
26th. His father says he still has hope he'll be found.
The goal is still the same. Find Sebastian. He needs to be found and brought home to a home that loves him.
Sebastian's 16th birthday.
Well, that ain't the one I wanted to show you. But when he was at the Roadhouse, Texas Roadhouse, I'm just going to forget about that right now. But when Sebastian was at Texas Roadhouse with his mom, she's taking pictures of him the entire time. She's, let's just see if I can play this here. But let's turn it down. Okay, so, oh, that's, Duty Ron. Hold on here. I'm just, playing his, news as a background. But anyways, you guys, there's no way that you're going to act like this mother, if your child, your boy, was missing for a whole year. I mean, she didn't even act like that at the beginning. But when they went to the Roadhouse, out to dinner, Katie was sitting there taking pictures, looking around. snapping pictures, and then they showed a guy that got pictures that look exactly like Sebastian, so like what he looked like that night. Also, I want you to go back and look at when he walks out and he has his fingers in his ears. He's blocking his ears from the conversation that his mother's having next to the car with some stranger. Now, something went on. I don't care. There was a plan. There was nothing found of Sebastian going out that door. And we got the flashlights of them outside. We got a video that there was a car parked outside by their house. We don't know exactly what kind of car it is, but the mob crew, they showed that and figured that stuff out. And those flashlights definitely are coming from Sebastian's house. And you can tell that somebody is bringing somebody out or walking with somebody or whatever. They met up. I don't know who it is exactly with those flashlights, but I have a feeling that it's Katie and maybe even Seth. Not Seth, excuse me, Chris. Or Sebastian. I believe that Katie made a plan at the Roadhouse. Well, I believe she made a plan before this, and I believe that she carried it out. And I believe that there was no sign of him going out the door because it was dark. And they didn't have their cameras on, supposedly, even though they had cameras, because we heard from Nita that they had cameras in Sebastian's house. Anyways, I was just so upset, you guys. I can't comprehend these mothers that act like it's no big deal, that their child is missing, so no biggie, and it's a big deal to me. And I feel like some of us care more about Sebastian than his own step-parent and mother there. I mean, it really, really irritates me. You can't find the words to say. I mean, you don't know what you want to say about your son. I don't know. I just be beside myself, and I just don't understand. I just really feel, don't you guys feel that this was all planned? So if that's the case, I believe that then Sebastian is still alive and that Katie gave him, sold him, did something with Sebastian, allegedly. This is just my feelings. I don't have any proof of that, but that's what my suspicions are, that she made a deal with someone. And Chris wanted that. I believe that Chris wanted that deal done. And I'll tell you what, I feel so bad for Seth that he's going through this. I mean, my God, he's cried so much. He's searched so much. He's tired, you guys. He's tired. Just keep lifting Seth up in prayer. Keep lifting Sebastian up in prayer that he is found, because this is insane. But I truly believe, and I think they need to check Katie's phone and Chris's phone a lot better. They need to see who she was talking to. I mean, who she was sending those pictures to. What she was doing at the Texas Roadhouse. Because, there's something going on here. I feel like that there was a plan. And, as I told you guys last time, those pictures of Sebastian are from when he was younger, like a couple years ago. And some of them even younger. And here she takes recent pictures of him, and she doesn't share them with the police or with people so that we can get the word out there and put that on a flyer. No, she didn't do that. And so it just, I don't know, it just really bugs me that that she was taking pictures, she's looking around. It looked like somebody that was at the door got them pictures. He was looking at them, a guy with a yellow coat on. And then we had the green hoodie person that was talking with her next to the car. We got Sebastian putting his fingers in his ears. And I think that Katie told her to cover your ears, or he just didn't want to hear because maybe she was talking bad about him or saying some nasty things. I don't know. Or maybe she said this is a private conversation. But he's, got his fingers in his ears. And while he's outside. And so I just really think that everything was like, this was planned. Maybe not planned for a long time. That's not what I mean. But orchestrated. She knew, he knew, they all knew. I believe that. Same with Summer Wells. I truly believe that that was orchestrated. Everything they said, the videos, the pictures, everything was just an act. It was to put on this lie, this big lie that Summer was missing, that maybe somebody came up there and kidnapped her. And she was not. I'm telling you, she was not. Her mother took videos, made sure she took videos of her that day. We don't even know if they're from the same day because we heard so many different stories that Summer Wells was, those videos were done at different times. But the video of her on the milk jugs, and we don't know for sure if that was from that day. But that video, if she did, that was her proof of life. That was Candace's proof of life, even though, to me, Summer does not look alive in that video. She does not look alive in that vehicle. That's my opinion. I believe she was taken somewhere. I believe that either this was planned out or something bad happened. So I do not know what. Supposedly Protective Services was at their house the day before Summer goes missing. Was Summer there? I mean, did they say that you better show Summer, or you better, we're going to take her from you? I don't know. But I do believe that it has something to do with CPS. I do believe it has something to do with SA and a sexual, assault. And I do believe that it has to do with maybe even money or drugs. Because Don and Candace have such a terrible criminal past. These are my opinions, but it is a fact that they have criminal past. Don, Summer's father, has deviant behavior. He did a lot of weird stuff, stealing underpants of women, breaking in their house, stealing underpants, molesting his half-sister, and other girls, and just all kinds of stuff. And I don't, he's been in jail for drugs and all kinds of things. But I truly believe that those two, they knew, they did something happened, and I just really don't believe it was an accident. What I thought was interesting with Summer Wells, Hunter, the boy that went with Summer's mother, and they went to the swimming hole, when he got the phone call, and Allie, his mother, got the phone call that Summer was missing, they're like, did not believe Candace. They did not believe her because they just seen her with Summer. And all of a sudden she's missing. I mean, they drove different vehicles to work. Their basement, where Summer slept, looked like a trap house, like they have when they hide children. I mean, it looked horrible in that house. It was so messy and so filthy. And they lost all their kids. And I'm telling you, they know where Summer is. They know where she is. And one of these days, somebody's going to say something, or they're going to find her. And I don't care what anybody says. I like Jennifer Koffendorfer and I like other ones, but saying this is a cold case, Summer Wells' case is a cold case, I don't believe that. I believe Leslie Earhart and different ones at TBI truly care what happened to Summer Wells and that they worked on this a long time. And I believe one of these days they are going to find her remains. And I'm sorry to say that, but she's been gone almost 4 years. That's insane. So, I've been covering this case, Summer Wells case, since day one. And, it's just so stressful, and there isn't a whole bunch of clues or anything to say, but I really do believe that it was planned out, that it was orchestrated, just different things that they did, that they planned it, and so far, they've gotten away with it. They won't get away with it forever, I'll tell you that. They will not. I've been hearing rumors and stuff that Don and Candace aren't together and they broke up and all kinds of stuff, but who knows, with those two. They're both toxic and they're both covering for each other and they got to keep the secret. So it's really hard for me to believe that they would actually break up because of covering for each other. I've never believed that I've always believed they were guilty. From the first day that I seen that she went missing, and what they said happened to her, that she just went in the basement and then she comes up missing. No, I've never believed it for a minute. I've felt that those parents were lying from day one, and I believe they're still lying. And these are just my opinions, as I said, allegedly. I believe Katie and Chris, I see him giving her these side eyes, and he knows, because I believe he's a part of what happened to Sebastian. I believe they're both equally responsible. I think they did something to him. Either took him somewhere, got rid of him. But you know what I'm struggling with? This is the part that I'm struggling with. Is if they really did put him somewhere or give him to someone, it's hard for me to believe that they could keep a teenage boy hidden this long. But it's not impossible, because we see, things like this that go on, and, people keep them locked up for years and years. But I just believe now that, they planned something. I believe Katie made a deal. And I believe I believe Chris gave Katie an ultimatum that he was done with Sebastian. That's how I feel. I feel really terrible, like I said, for Seth. He's really going through this. I want him to find his son. I don't know. For one, I'd be calling all kinds of different places, like if they think that they put him in a home, but I really don't believe that. There is that camp thing in Utah. I think they still might have them camps where they make him go and do survival stuff. I don't think they would put him there, but you never know. Look at Ruby Frankie. she sent her son to that camp. And, you know, they have to find their own way, get their own stuff. It's really terrible. People come back from them camps abused. And there could be one that we don't know. There could be a place that they put him, you know, someone they know. Look at the, okay, so let's look at, I'm trying to think, Elijah View. Okay, his mother gave him to this guy who was like a drill sergeant who took him and was disciplining him. So I'm just saying that is a possibility. But it seems to me, after seeing the restaurant footage, after seeing how she reacts, after seeing how she was taking pictures, talking to people in the parking lot, different things that were going on, I believe that it was part of the plan. She was making plans. And Summer Wells, they know exactly, I truly believe Don and Candace know exactly where their daughter is. And they don't really seem to care. Like, they're not out looking, they're not out searching, they're not out going on the news. And they got their little buddies, you know, White Boy Lockdown, whatever his name is over there. He's their number one defender hero. You know, anybody that talks about Don and Candace, or anybody that says or does anything, you know, that he's got to rally right up so he can come to Don and Candace's defense. And I'm sorry, but who would want to come to the defense of these two? I'm sorry. To me, they are morons. I feel like they ain't got a brain cell together, the two of them. And, you know, they've been doing so many drugs and drinking. And I don't know what this white boy guy thinks. Maybe he actually is a snitch. It could be, you guys, that he's being paid and he told the police he'd be a snitch for him. I bet you he is. You know, and coming against other people and saying nasty things and making videos about other people to cut them down, to make it seem like to Don and Candace that he's really on their side. But, you know, I mean, look at, for a while, Cher was turning everything over to the police that Don was telling her, Don Wells. So, Summer's dad. And if you don't know, and if you're new here, Summer Wells, she went missing out of Rogersville, Tennessee, when she was 5 years old, June 15th, almost 4 years ago. And there's been no sign, nothing of her, nothing. And I just truly believe that they made plans. Both these sets of parents did. And I do want to see justice for Summer and for Sebastian. I mean, I do. I just wanted to go up here and show you. Well, I don't know if you've seen this. Very good, because if you're new here, this is Sebastian Rogers. Oops. Whoops. Right here. This is his age. He just turned 16. He was at the Texas Roadhouse with his mom last February. And, you know, if you've seen him, if you've helped do something to him or hide him, do you know how bad a trouble you're going to be in? Because they are going to figure this out and they will find him. It's just a matter of time. I mean, these people who think they're getting away with stuff, you're not getting away with nothing, because it will come out. And enjoy your freedom now, because you're not going to have freedom for very long. Then I just wanted to show you. Summer Wells. That's Summer Wells. She went missing out of Rogersville, Tennessee, but I wanted to show you a better picture because she went missing. She had a shaved head, and if you know anything about her disappearance, there she is. She's from Rogersville, Tennessee, and if you know anything, you need to call 1-800-TBI-FIND and, you know, give them any kind of tip or clue that you know about her. She, you know, if she is alive, she'd have longer hair and, you know, bigger, of course, after 4 years, but she needs to be found. If you know any information about Summer Moon Utah Wells, please call 1-800-TBI-FIND. If you know anything about Sebastian Rogers out of Hendersonville, Tennessee, please call 1-800-TBI-FIND or call Dog the Bounty Hunter, because there's all kinds of information on YouTube regarding these two children. And, well, Sebastian's not a child anymore. He's a teenager, but in my eyes, he's just a child. And whatever happened, which I believe I know what happened, that they got rid of him, I hope that they get justice. I really do. And I do believe that the people that did it, and I believe I know who did it, I believe family did it in both situations, and not Seth. And I get so sick of these channels that put out this bull crap. Why would you want to attack Sebastian's father? He's the only one that really proved his alibi. He's the only one that's out looking for his son. So what are these people doing? Just going out to trash Seth for what? I'm not out here right now trying to trash Katie and Chris. But I believe, and it's my opinion, that they did something to Sebastian, that they know where he is. And that's not trashing them, that's just speaking fact that I believe they planned this, and so did Don and Candace for Summer. And it just drives me crazy all the time that's gone by, and we still have nothing. We hear nothing. And it bugs me. And I do believe that the cops, somehow they messed up in Summer's case and in Sebastian's case. Because, I just feel like they didn't go through enough evidence or look at enough stuff. But, they did go through Don and Candace's house, and they did take clothing, cameras, phones, all kinds of stuff. I don't really know what they took of Katie and Chris's, but they better be sure that they have those in all their text messages and who she sent these photos to. That is the number one key that we need to know. Where were those pictures sent? And the cops need to look into that. And if I was Seth, I would be bugging the police department. And I would be saying to them that you need to tell me, you need to look into who she sent those photos to of my son. Why was she taking pictures? You need to ask the sheriff that directly, Seth. I mean, he does. He needs to go directly to the sheriff and say, I want to know why Sebastian's mother was taking pictures of him at the Texas Roadhouse. and sending them to someone. And what did she, to who? And why didn't she give these older pictures, recent pictures, to the police? It's really, really strange. And he needs to bug the sheriff with those kind of questions. And I wouldn't care if they got annoyed with me or if they got offended with me or, I'm sorry, they put their pants on the same way as Seth does, the police do. Just because their job is in a position of authority, so is Seth's. But they can do some certain things, like find out why those pictures were taken and where and if they were sent to someone, because it looks like it was. So they really need to get into that, and Seth needs to ask the police who was the car, that they need to look into that video deeper, because you want to know who was the car that was parked outside of the home with their headlights off, because you can see the outline of the car at 3 o'clock in the morning. And it's not no trash truck, those lights. Those are flashlights. And Nick Barris, he said it right in the beginning. And he seen the video, you guys. That's the thing. He actually seen the video and shared the video. And he knew that he could tell that those were flashlights and where they were coming from. So yeah, he had access to that somehow through the police or whatever. But you guys know, I just want you to remember when you're thinking about this, I truly believe this was planned. And he's somewhere where they wanted to send him. And those phones and the mileage on their vehicles need to be checked. All their computers and their vehicles need to be checked. And if I was Seth, I would demand it. I wouldn't care if they got mad at me. I would demand those things. And I hope somebody will tell Tony to do that, to tell Chris to come on, we got to do this. Because you got to push them. In most missing children cases I've seen, it is not the police. It is not any agency who puts in so much time and effort. It takes the parents that pushes the media, that pushes them, and pushes the envelope, because, the squeaky wheel gets the grease, right? The more that you cry, there's a scripture in the Bible that talks about, the widow that constantly came to the judge, and he wouldn't hear, but because she bothered him, because she was persistent, because she came so many times to the judge, that he finally gave her what she wanted. And it, sometimes it just takes pushing until you can get answers. You know what I mean? Whether it bothers people or not, whether it bothers the TBI or bothers the sheriff, that you're asking them to do these things. Oh, wow, you need to find Sebastian. And if I was Seth, that's what I would be doing. And, I'm praying still for Summer Wells, for Sebastian Rogers, for these children to be found, and Michael Vaughn. That, there can be closure for Brandy, for her son, and Michael, I think, or Tyler, I don't know what the dad's name of Michael Vaughn is, but yeah, I'd like to see closure so that they can have a funeral or whatever they need to do to get over this. It's terrible going on, these cases so long, But yeah, I just pray that, we get answers. And I just wanted to come on here for a few minutes just to talk about it, because I was aggravated after I seen Katie she couldn't say how she felt. Really? It's not about saying how you felt. I mean, you just be like, it should be just pouring out of you. Like, I wouldn't be able to take it. I wouldn't be able to handle it. I'd want to know where my child is. And so, because she's not doing these things, she might be crying in her face a little bit. I didn't really see that many tears because she didn't wipe away a bunch of tears. And her cheeks were all red, and it kind of reminded me maybe she's drinking a lot, because a lot of times alcoholics, if they drink too much, their face will swell up, and it could be that. She could be a drinker. I don't know. I'm not judging. I'm not saying she is. This is just my opinion. I just wondered if she is a drinker, because her cheeks are really red and swollen, and they get puffy. People's face get puffy when, they're in a toxic level of alcoholism. I've seen it happen to lots of people. Or she could have really bad high blood pressure, but I know that her cheeks are quite red, and it could be that she gets embarrassed to talk in front of people, and that's why her cheeks turn red. Who knows? But she does not have the emotion or the grief to talk about her son. She doesn't have it. It doesn't exist in her or in Chris. And there was too many CPS abuse reports in both of these children's lives. Sebastian, there was CPS reports, one after another, same with Summer. And I believe what happens, some things just come to a boil. And I've been noticing that a lot of autism children, they seem to, a lot of people seem to victimize them. I've heard about them in the news of being harmed by a parent, their lives ended by a parent, and because they're vulnerable. And they're weak and they're vulnerable. And what are they going to say? And that's terrible. That's terrible to be mean. I have a handicapped son. He's 30 some, well, he's going to be 37 years old at the end of this month. And I still take care of him, and he's still home with me because he has a brain injury. And, I love him to pieces. And I can't imagine anybody being mean to somebody with a disability. Of course, kids get it. It don't matter which kid of mine. They all get on my nerves. They have in my life. But not that bad that I would ever do anything. And I love them. And of course, everybody gets annoyed or runs out of patience. But you don't take it out on a disabled child. I'm sorry. They don't have the level of comprehension or understanding that you do. So, as a regular functioning age appropriate adult. So, I don't think you should hurt any child or abuse any child, whether they're disabled or not. I'm just saying, I just can't imagine. And if something happened to my Alex and he was gone, there's no way he would be gone. I would know. Nobody walks out of my house. And we know Sebastian did not walk out the door, and we know that he didn't climb out the window because somebody would have caught him on camera. And I don't know why Katie had to say, I don't know why he walked out that door. Well, you know dang well, Katie, that he didn't walk out that door. He probably ran through the backyard, and you and Chris were chasing him with the flashlights and brought him back and put him in that car. That's what I think. I think that he fought you, that he wasn't going to go. And maybe that's why, I don't know if this scent was picked up around the retainer pond now, because first they said it was and now they say no. But I'll tell you this, If it is, if his scent went anywhere near the retainer pond, it's because he ran from them and they caught him. But I do believe that they put him somewhere, and I hope the police find out where. And the person, if any persons or people are holding Sebastian Rogers, boy, you're in a lot of trouble. I mean, the parents will be, and Katie and Chris will be in bad enough trouble, but the people, that took him and were taking him, you're in worse trouble too. So, and you will be found out, and somebody's going to eventually see. And if you have Sebastian, you better not be hurting him in any way. I don't know. I'm not sure if Tennessee has a death sentence or not. But if anybody, hurts children, boy, I hope they, slam the hammer down in judgment on people like that. People like you, whoever you are, that did this to Sebastian, and I believe I know who. But can't prove it. Everyone's innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. But they're proven guilty, in my opinion, and in my mind. Anyways, that's all I have to say tonight, you guys. I'm just frustrated over it. I'm still thinking about these kids. Don't think that I gave up, because I haven't given up. I haven't given up on Summer Wells, and I haven't given up on Sebastian, and I won't. I've been making the cutest stuff, you guys. Just beautiful stuff. I made a stool to put my feet on. It's not finished yet, but it's almost there. I made these beautiful wall hangings, pictures, all kinds of Easter stuff, all kinds of things. So it's been fun. But I gotta do it to keep busy, because I get depressed in the winter. I can't take it. It's cold. It's depressing. It's boring. I can't get out. I don't want to go out in the cold. I don't want to go traipsing around in the snow. So, and I got some new stuff for my house, like a new kitchen island that my husband put it together today, and I'm excited about it. But when I get some stuff straightened out in the kitchen, then I'll take you guys out there and show you what I've been doing and things I've been making. And but yeah, I haven't really followed many people's videos lately. Like I said, Fred Hill and Ziggy Hill, they're always over there running their mouths about some bullcrap story that Fred made up. And, Prayer Garden's okay, but it's the same thing all the time, every day, same thing. Nothing really new. And sometimes it seems like that, but it's nothing really new. But the thing is that Prayer Garden at least comes out all the time and talks about Summer Wells. So that's a good thing. And people like to listen, people like video channels, that talk about things like that, true crime. And even if there isn't anything new, they still like to hear what's going on. And Prayer Garden's pretty entertaining. And so, I know people go over there and listen to her. And, but, I do enjoy the lab with Josh, because he's got a good channel, and he talks about Sebastian too, and Summer Wells. And he's done a lot, really, talking about Summer Wells and having Summer's dad on there, and now he's had Sebastian's dad on his channel and talked to him and interviewed him. And I think Josh is a pretty cool guy. So that channel's called The Lab. So if you haven't subscribed to that channel, but yeah. But I really haven't seen much of anything because I know there's nothing new. If there was something new, why, it would be all over the news or something, you know? We'd hear something. And I want to hear about arrests. I don't want to hear about gossip about Fred or Don or Andy or Jody. I don't care anymore. I want us to find somewhere else, somebody to find her and Sebastian Roger. So I'm not into the hate channels. They're so immature, these people, and I guess they have no life that they have to go on and just cut down others and make fun of stuff, and just like 8th graders. That's what it reminds me of. Oh, you said this and you said that and this and that and this and that. I mean, drama, 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 and nothing but hate and negativity. And if you keep feeding your soul that, you're going to end up being negative, you know? The same with them. So don't get into those things, you guys. Stay positive. Keep praying for Sebastian. Keep praying for Summer. And believe that we will find her, okay? All right. Well, I love you guys. Take it easy. And God bless. And have a good rest of the week. All right. Bye-bye.